In this video, I am going to discuss about criteria reference test and norm reference test. Criteria reference test compare a student's knowledge and skills against a predetermined standard, cutoff score or other criteria. In criteria reference test, the performance of other students does not affect a student's score. Example: driving test, citizenship test, classroom assessment, competency-based assessment are some examples of criteria reference test. Steps in constructing of a criteria reference test. The construction of a CRT test takes the following steps. Prepare a content outline listing the skills and knowledge that the test attempts to measure. Identify the performance, that is measurable objectives. Write items according to the specification, at least 2 per objectives to make up the test. Validate the fact that the skills and knowledge measured by the test in fact prerequisite to performance objectives identified in step 2. Decide upon a criteria or cutoff score showing the test performance a student must obtain to indicate sufficient proficiency in the skills and knowledge to be able to perform the criteria behaviors. Features of criteria reference test. The important features of CRTs are: they are based on a set of behavioral or performance objectives. They are designed to have a high degree of appropriateness by virtue of being based on objectives. They represent samples of actual behavior or performance. Performance on them can be interpreted in terms of predetermined cutoff scores. A CRT test should provide information about students' degree of proficiency in the objectives of which the test is measured. A high score on the test should be indicative of achievement of objectives and low score of lack of achievement. Norms. Norms are set of scores based on the result of an external reference or standardization group that takes the test solely for the purpose of providing comparative data for interpretation. Norms therefore represent a set of test results obtained in order to help interpret the result of scores from testing. Norms can be represented in the following ways as: standard scores, corresponding to the test scores, reflect the deviation of the test scores from the mean score of the norm group. Percentile rank, corresponding to the test scores, tell us what percent of the norming group scored at or below a particular score of the test. Grade equivalent tell us the school grade at which the given score is typical or average for members of the norming group. Types of norms. There is basically 2 types of norms: national norm and local norm. National norm are the more common and provide for the widest generalization. These are based on cross-national sample from all parts of the country. Local norms may represent a single state or community or school. Results based on local norms are limited in interpretation to just that local area from which the local norming group was drawn. However, in relating an individual performance to the performance of other individuals with similar experiences, local norms may be more useful than national norms. Norm reference test. Norm reference test compares a student performance against the performance of their peers. Wrestler Intelligence Scale, IQ test, Stanford Achievement Test, American College Testing, etc. are some examples of norm reference test. Advantages of norm reference test. The advantages of NRTs are: NRTs relate a student score with that of the norming group. Norm reference score help to interpret individual score by comparing them with group data. It helps teacher to make conclusion based on test score relative independent of the failing or weaknesses of the test. Norm referenced interpretation of the test scores permits teachers to make meaningful comparisons among students in terms of their achievements. Norm referencing gives summative results, giving information regarding the relative position of the individual student or group. Thus, a norm-referenced interpretation of the test score permits the teacher to make meaningful comparisons among students in terms of their achievement. Now, I am going to discuss about the difference between CRT and NRT. The purpose of CRT is to determine whether each student has achieved specific skills or concepts, to find out how much students know before the instruction begins and after it has finished. The purpose of NRTs is to rank each student with respect to the achievement of others in broad areas of knowledge, to discriminate between high and low achievers. Content. CRT measures specific skills that make up a designated curriculum. These skills are identified by teachers and curriculum experts. Each skill is expressed as an instructional objective. NRT measures broad skill areas sampled from a variety of textbooks, syllabi, and the judgments of curriculum experts. Item characterization. In CRT, each skill is tested by at least 4 items in order to obtain an adequate sample of student performance and to minimize the effect of guessing. The items that test any given skill are parallel in difficulty, whereas in NRT, each skill is usually tested by less than 4 items. Items vary in difficulty. Items are selected that discriminate between high and low achievers. Score interpretation. In CRT, each individual is compared with a present standard for acceptable achievement. The performance of other examinees is irrelevant. A student score is usually expressed as percentage. Student achievement is reported for individual skills. In NRT, each individual is compared with other examinees and assigned a score usually expressed as a percentile, a grade equivalent score, or a tsin-eng. Students' achievement is reported for broad skill areas, although some norm-referenced tests do report student achievement for individual skills. Now try this. What is evaluation? Throw light on its various types and their specific uses. Distinguish between criteria and norm-referenced evaluation.